An outcry for the decriminalization and legalization of cannabis has been ongoing for years, according to ICA President Aaron Alexander. A recent police arrest of 2 females found with 360 pounds of marijuana during the COVID-19 crisis has angered Alexander. He makes a passionate plea for the decriminalization of the herb.
We should not be arresting people. We should not be harassing people in this time concerning cannabis. You all found that? If you all want, okay, fine, take it. Destroy it, do whatever, but let the people go. Why you want to go and be crowding the borderless facility at this time with more people being incarcerated?
The definition of decriminalization refers to a policy of reduced penalties for cannabis offences, typically involving a civil penalty for possession of small amounts, similar to how a minor traffic violation is treated. Alexander calls for a change within the criminal code.
There should be no arrest for cannabis. You give the people a ticket or something, you take the cannabis and let the people go. Stop putting people in prison for cannabis, especially now. People trying to make a living. NIC cannot give us all the support that we need. The little that NIC might be doing, people will not be able to do what they have to do. Bills have to pay.
Some Caribbean islands that have decriminalized marijuana include Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago. Alexander is of the opinion that officials are unaware of the current economic impact of cannabis on island.
Legalize the cannabis. Don't turn a blind eye to the fact that cannabis keeps money circulating in the economy. So there should not be that disconnect, but it's obvious that, it's either it's a deliberate thing or it's just a wickedness that's going on to still be punishing people, incarcerating people, arresting people, harassing people, destroying plantations. It seems very wicked at this time for this kind of policies to still be governing our country.
With COVID-19 putting the lucrative tourism product on the back burner, Alexander says the time is now for an emergence of a cannabis industry.
It is no secret. The government and the authorities know that cannabis on its own has its own economic power. And when it's generated, people use cannabis money to send their children to school, cannabis money to go on vacation, cannabis money for health care, cannabis money to take care of their bills. The government knows that people use cannabis money and it's in circulation in the economy to make the economy run. And it can be so on a greater level if government just only do the right thing and legalize the cannabis so we could have a cannabis industry in St. Lucia and keep the local economy flowing.
The recently formed St. Lucia Cannabis Commission, spearheaded by Attorney-at-Law QC Michael Gordon, has provided a report to government officials. Minister for Commerce Bradley Felix, during the debate of the estimates on revenue and expenditure, makes mention of being in receipt of the cannabis report, which he says will be presented soon to Cabinet. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.